So, good afternoon everyone. I am Christian Jixi Andamon and I will be the first reporter of Group 3. So, now let's proceed. So, my topic for today is Information Security Policy Details. So, what is Information Security Policy? So, Information Security Policy are created within a policy framework to outline senior management expectation for security programs. System control and user behavior are strictly formatted with key elements like authority, scope, and references and must remain concise and clear for effective review. While format may differ across organization, policy should follow approved templates to ensure consistency and alignment with management goals. So, sa information security policy kay rules made by a company's management para ma-protect its information and system. So gibuhat sa company ang information security policy para mauto ang sundon sa mga user o para ma-protect sa company ang ilang important information and system. This explanation they explain why it expected from user, how systems should be controlled, and what security policy should do. These policies are written clearly, follow a set format, and stay consistent with the company goals. Now let's proceed to front matter. So sa front matter, the information security policy should match the organization standard format. Most organizations use a template that includes things like headers, footers, font, and section for policy and procedures. So sa front matter, information security policy daw kailangan mo follow sa company standards format. Kailangan dili sila magpalahi og iset na standard kay most companies use a template that includes the same headers, footers, font, and section for all their policy and procedures. So now let's proceed to security policy templates matter. So the description ato sa authority. This part show which law, rules, and leaders have the power to require the policy. So sa authority is ginapakita diri o kinsa ang may power to make and enforce the policy. And now sa scope. The scope is the scope explain who and what the policy applies. So such as department, staff, system, data, and devices. So ginapakita who and what the policy covers. So kinsay o unsa ang masakop sa policy. Now sa purpose. So sa purpose is section explain why the policy exists. It usually state that the policy set the minimum security rules for the organization information system. So there's a purpose is tell why the policy exists and what it aims to protect nganong naay policy o para asa jud. Now let's proceed na sa security policy templates font matters. So muna description rules and responsibilities. This section explain the rules and responsibilities of people involved in following and enforcing the policy. The same titles should be used to avoid confusion. Common rules include security officer, security manager, system owner, data owner, system custodian, and user. So there is responsibility. So there ang part is gina-explain what each person must do to follow and enforce the policy at use the same job title to avoid confusion para dili malibog ang mga employees like executive officer, manager, or user para makabalo sila sa ilang mga buhaton or para ma-divide ang responsibility sa mga position. So now let's proceed to the definition. So the definition is section plays an important term so to avoid confusion, making sure the same meaning are used, action, all policies. So the definition is, so diriya na sa definition na part is gina-explain ang important words or terms so para ang ang tanan employees kay makasabot the same way. Now let's get to the revision history. So revision history is this section keeps track of revision to the document. Revision history should includes a date, revision number, add a brief description of the changes. So dari tells why the there is a revision is ginalista ang tanan updates made to the document, including the dates, version, number, and a short note about kung unsa ang gipang bag-o atong gipang lahi. Excuse me. Now, money ang so nice example to sa example sa policy and procedure template is provided. So money sa baba. So money siya guys ang example sa template. So magulangag ka ng policy policy name, mga document number, effective dates or revision. So mana guys. So authority, the department has the authority to create and manage an if plan using policy standards and procedures as allowed by the information security department character. So mani gyapon ibutang iba ni dito sa so kung pila ang gigasto nya kanus and unsa nga year. So ang purpose ani is of his policy is to set basic rules to protect ACME's information system and communications. So now let's proceed to the example. Another example gyapon so sa scope is application to department. This policy shall apply to all department of the ACME organization. So it applies to all department in ACME kung kining diri sa scope is diri nga section is gina-explain lang where and whom the policy applies. So kung asa i-apply ni nga mga policy o unsa nga organization. So ano siya pasunod ni siya guys nauna kay katong ikon ganina. And next is the application to information system. This policy shall apply to the ACME organization yapon system. And next is the P policy system preceded by the P are required for organization information system categorized as protected. And next is the P for PCI policy statement preceded by PCI are required for organization information system with payment card industrial data. Next is the PHI policy statement preceded by the PHI are required for organization information system with protected healthcare information. And the last one is the FTI is required for system that handles federal taxpayer information. So mga siya mga organization nga kailangan ni kuan. So that's all. And reporter na ta. Thank you guys for listening.
So good morning ma'am, my name is is Rapunzel de Montepio, and I am the next reporter. So my topic for today is federal information handling. It means all information that the U.S. government works with must follow strict rules. These rules decide how the information should be classified, or for example, public, confidential, secret, or top secret, and how it must be protected. This is not optional. It means every government and department, and also every partner vendor must obey these rules when handling data government. For example, if a document contains military plans, you cannot save it on normal USB drive or email it using Gmail. You must use approved secure systems. Example na is kanang may mga top mission ng kanang mga military. Dili na siya basta-basta ipaano sa public, like i-post kanang makabalo bisag kanang lower lang nga kanang rank sa military, di na siya pwede ipahibalo. Dapat ang makabalo sa una-una is ang pinakataas, parehas sa top-down security nga na klase itong niagi. And then sabot ana is dapat pag una ang pinakataas ma-public lang na siya if mag-decide ang pinakataas nga ilan ang i-public para ongoing na ang mission. Then next is exception to policies. Sometimes a department cannot follow a policy exactly. In that case, they may request an exception. An exception means asking permission not to follow a specific part of a rule, but they cannot just ignore the policy. They must submit a formal request using a ACME policy exception procedure. The exception must be reviewed, justified, and approved. So before sila mag-make og exception request, ang mga department is nasa libaton nga number 1 is check if current IT contracts already allow the needed tools or services. Number 2 is make sure that before buying an IT product or planning solution, they already considered the PSP rules so they don't request exception too late. Then example situation is example na siya is a team wants to use Zoom for meetings, but policy only allows Microsoft Teams. They cannot start using Zoom immediately. They must request an exception and explain why Teams is not enough and wait for approval. The next is department exception section. If a department has approved exceptions to the ACME or ACME policy, they must list the following. First is the policy section number, what exception was taken, and the explanation or reason why the exception was needed. This ensures the transparency and accountability. Next is roles and responsibilities. Who must do what? So ang what ani is CIO or the Chief Information Officer. The CIO or the Chief Information Officer is responsible for making sure that IT or PS are correctly done and followed in all ACME departments. The CIO has final responsibility. CISO, Chief Information Security Officer, advises the CIO and checks whether departments follow security and privacy rules. The CISO reviews and approves IT, PSPS, and exception requests. The CISO also reports risk and suggestions improvements. Then next is department head. The department head must ensure that the department completes its IT or and PSPS fully and correctly, and that everyone in the department follows system protection policies. Department IT lead. This person works with the department head to complete PSPS. They are updating policies when requirements change. So, Department Information Security Lead. This role advises the IT lead and ensures that proper security controls are created and used. They also make sure staff understand their responsibilities and protecting systems and communications. Then, supervisors for employees and contractors. Supervisors must make sure their people are trained on this policy and that they follow it in daily work. System users. All employees, contractors who use Acme systems. Users must read, understand, and follow the policies and related PSPS. They must not ignore security rules. For example, user responsibility. Users cannot share password, click suspicious links, or install unauthorized software. For example, kanang nay mag-send sa og link sa imong sa imong email nga wala ka kabalo. And sa mga text messages nga kanang for example kanang nadaog ka og kanang GCash or kanang luto ba karon ana na free nga cellphone. Di na sila pwede magpindot ana kay naay instances nga ma-breach na ang ilang security system. Then policy statements. A policy statement is the core part of a policy. It tells people clearly what they must or must not do. It must be written in a plain and direct language. It should not contain technical terms that ordinary staff cannot understand. So ang kaning policy statements is dapat pagsulat ani is direct siya, kanang wala siya kanang pasikot-sikot nga mga language para dali ra masabtan. For example, acceptable use statement. Unauthorized access, tampering or destruction of Acme computers system or data is prohibited. Example is account management statement. Any request to create, modify, or enable Acme system accounts must have documented approval from authorized personnel. So kani kung maghimo ka or nakay ka nang i-modify sa system o kanang i-open mo kay dapat kay na siya approval sa mga authorized mga personnel, for example sa sa executive nila. Then these examples show that policy statements set rules for behavior and system handling. Terms used in policy wording: shall, should, and will. The words used in policy statement have specific meanings. Shall means a rule that must be followed and can be verified. For example, employees shall wear ID badges at all times. Next is will. A fact or a statement of something that always happens. For example, the system will log in attempts. Then should. A recommendation, good practice but not required. For example, employees should use encrypted drives for personal notes. You should. The word should when something is important but it cannot always be enforced or verified. Then next is why example and clear policy language matters. Policies exist to protect system data and operations. If policies are written with technical or complicated wordings, employees may misinterpret or ignore them. Using short, direct and clear statement helps compliance, reduce mistakes, and improve security. So, ano importante man ang mga clear nga policy language. Kay for example, kay kanang nay importante nga ipahatag ang president para sa mga kanang ma-upgrade sa security. Kung dili maguna kung dili kanang clear ang ilang words o mga gipang sulat dira, kay na instances nga pasong dili basahon sa mga tao, and then dili sila makasabot dayon. That's why importante ang policy language. Then example na is unclear wording. Encryption paradigms shall be adopted where feasible. Dahag technical, and dapat better clear version. Sensitive files shall be encrypted before they are stored or shared. That's all for my report, ma'am. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am a next reporter. So avoid using must, instead use shall, will, or should. Shall is legally recognized while must can be ambiguous. So kaya na to ang paggamit sa must no, instead na shall, will, or should kaysa sa must, kay para mas sure ang details and para mailhan and para dali malibog, or kay ang must is dagan kay siya kanang mga meaning, and policy statement often come from standards, regulation, or reference documents. It's useful to cite this source, and sometimes one policy may reference multiple standards or regulation. So, ang policy statement now is kasagaran gikan sa standard, regulation, or reference documents is importante nino para sa tuwa or sa mga pulisya, kay diri sila ga-base sa mga regulation policy. And next is disable inactive accounts. The department shall ensure the information system automatically disable inactive accounts after 90 days. For information system containing cardholder data, the time period must be no more than 90 days. NIST 8005-3AC23 IRS Application 1075 PCIDD. So kana is mga kwan madiscuss na naron, and kini is yahang secure ang mga accounts no na mukalit ra ka disable accounts. So ang disable inactive accounts kay isa ka organization na dapat disable inactive user accounts after 90 days na dili magamit para mabawasan ang ganing mga pag-hack sa mga accounts. And aning NIST no is isa ni siya ka security control enhancement under access control, manage siya sa kaning mga account. And IRS publication 1075 is naghatag og rules for protecting, and PCIDC is national payment card industry data security standard. Kini is isa ka organization that store, process, or transmit credit card data naga-removes or disable inactive user account at least 90 days. And next is 4.2.1 Black Matter. A reference section should be included at the end of information security policies, a site, source, standards, and regulation. It helps to implement, find, guidance, provides clarity, and tracks version and dates to know when updates needed. So diri no is dapat daw is nakabutang sa last reference section sa kinalasan sa information security policy para mailhan nila ang site na gikuan sa standards and regulation, and para makatabang sa pagpatupad yan isa kuan ilhang mga guide nagahatag og kaning sakto na mga information kana. And 2.2.2 policy requirements exception are created when in information security policy requirements unreasonable or impossible to implement. They formally document the gap between security requirements and the policy, along with the rationale for the exception. Exceptions may involve modifying the requirements, applying compensating control, or justifying the rest. Exception with requirements modification. This type policy exception accept the security requirements but alters its straight frequency or application. Example, changing audit review from annually to every 6 months. So, diri na is ginahimo ang policy requirements exception is para sa mga dili gani unreasonable or impossible na mahimo na policy, and nasa siya yung mga formally gap sa kalahian sa mga security requirements o sa policy. Maong na yung mga exception, apil na sa diri ang pagbag-o sa mga requirements like paggamit sa mga ilang controls. And kaning sa exception with requirements modification is isa po ni siya ka kuano uri nga kuan policy exception na ginagamit siya po og security requirements straight frequency or application. So ang example rin now is sa una daw is ginahimo kada year, pero karon is kada unom na lang ka bulan. So next is information security policy. An exception with compensating control acknowledge that security requirements cannot be met but provide alternative measure, reduce the residual risk of not implementing the original control. So 3 is information security policy is kada kini is isa ka policy nga exception nga naay security requirements dili kaya nasundon pero naay ginabutang na alternative measure or compensating controls para mapadayon and mapadayon nila ba and para mabawasan ang kanang mga delikado like para ma-maintain ang kanang safety. And the department requirements unique identification and authentication for organization user. Exception the client workstation use group identifies to log in. So kada user is dapat na sila kaning ilang account or unique ID and authentication, like example na kanang mga password or ID card para makasulod sa system and para masundan sa nila kung kinsa ang gahimo sa kuan mga ingana no or kanang gatry og kaning kuri-kuri kini sa ilang mga sa ilang mga data and para makakuha information ano. And compensating control, this client cannot access sensitive data. So dire is kada client na is dili sila pwede maka-access og mga sensitive data like kanang ano gani wala sila karapatan mo mag open ana dra. And next is no data storage allowed to the clients. So dire is bawal sila mag-save og kaning mga information na ilang sa ilang mga device. And each application requires individual user authentication. So dire kay kada user is dapat na sila ilang mismo account and login kada application. Next is exception with race-based rationale. A policy exception that acknowledge security requirements cannot or will not be met and instead provides a race-based justification explaining why the residual of not implementing the control acceptable. So there is no parehara ni atong discuss taw gay na nga tong exception with compensating control, pero ang hian ra ni is kani is delikado at delikado man gani siya and sorry jud nila ko like kanang ginaimbestigahan nila ni siya ba para ilaha pong dawaton and wala lang ni siya nakabutang control no like ato gay na compensating control tong isa. Ini is ginaimbestigahan pa jud nila ni kung pwede jud ba ni siya dawaton. And next is authenticator feedback. The system must hide authentication information password during login and to prevent unauthorized individuals from exploring it. So diri no dapat ang mga sensitive information like password no is pag nagalogin is para malikayan ang mga pag-hack no. Itago na to ang mga kana nga information. And exception with base application. The application allows user how password during login. User and instructed to only use the option after failed attempt and to protect their screen. And there is considered low because and the feature is used only in instead cases, and the application is access in a protected environment. User are trained to avoid risks like shoulder surfing. So next is sidebar selecting compensating control using the 9-cell. The section of compensating control may offer arbitrary with no fixed rules guiding the process to support information security. Professional this thus the 9-cell approach introduced here. So diretso lang ako prevention groupings is kuan siya no pag-control gani nga nagahimo para malikayan ang mga incident and para ma-secure ang kaning safety nato. And direction groupings, kini is ga-detect kung nabay kaning mga mahitabo nga kaning dili maayo gina-detect nila. And conduct correcting groupings. So correcting groupings is kini is ginatama ang kaning mga sitwasyon kay nga nahitabo human sa mga incident. And other common approach to categorize information security controls is by type. This type are dire administrative controls and technical controls and physical control. So ang administrative control is mga patakaran gani nga sa pagpatupad sa ilang mga organization para ma-maintain nila ang safety. And technical controls is kaning mga system based nga ginagamit para protektahan ang mga information like kanang mga password no. And the last one is physical control. So kani is mga device na or kaning personal based na naga-control sa seguridad na sa tuwang palibot like kanang fence or security guard. And next is to create 9-cell, create 3x3 table, column level by security control functions, preventive, detective controls, and rows leveled by security control types, administrative, technical, and physical. So kada column no is ibutang na to ang preventive, detective, and corrective, and sa row kay ang administrative and technical and physical. So step 2, fill out the 9-cell method for mapping out security controls. Each cell represent a combination of control type, administrative, technical, physical, and function. Preventative, detectives, corrective, helps brainstorm existing or possible future compensating control. So dito is kada cell is kanang ibutangan nila meaning ba, like kanang unsa gani ilang tuyo nga kuan o para asa na ibutang dira sa kuan no. And diri is ga represented sila kining mga combination no sa ilang duha para sakto ang ilang mga ano no pagpasunod and clear ang ilang mga information sa pag-control. And next is use the complete 9-cell to brainstorm compensating control. The complete 9-cell show multiple options for addressing unmet security requirements. Encourage variety in solution, not just in placing a control with a similar one. So example, encrypting sensitive data on device if original and encryption is not possible. Compensating measure like remote wipe device locks and should be used kung saan hindi na maggamit. So dire is pag kompleto na ang is makita na diya ang mga lahi-lahi na mga diskarte gani nila sa pag-control or naiko lang is dali lang nila mailisan and maka-create sad sila diri kanang mga pag-control gani na maka-safety sa ato. And next is section 2.3 is specific information security policy. Every organization has unique culture, race, and regulation. No single policy security policy fits all. Policy must be followed to organization needs. So kada organization kay naay kanya-kanya mga culture, norms and regulation sa ilang ginasunod. So walay single na security policy na masigo sa tanan no. So kada policy is need you check organization para mas papanindot o para mas safety ang atong and daghan sila kaning mga benefits gani nga kuan kanang masakop nga kanang kasiguridad na to sa tanan.
So, hi everyone, my name is Charlie J. Bijano. I am a fourth reporter of Group 3. So, let's start. So, table point 2, 9-cell example. 9-cell tablet data arrays. So, the 9-cell tablet is used to create security control for different situation. So, nani siya 3 categories. So, mo ni ang administrative, technical, physical. So, sa 3 categories is na siya one strict function. Mo ni ang preventative, detective, and corrective. So, sa preventive, na diri ang tablet acceptable use agreement. So kaning tablet acceptable use agreement is usa ni ka policy or contract. So next is custom encryption. So kani is usa ni ka security program nga mo encrypt sa data. So next is tablet authentication. So kaning tablet authentication mao ni ang paagi sa sa pag-login sa o pag-verify. Example kanang fingerprint mao na. So next is tablet lock. So kaning tablet lock is mao ni ang screen lock nga mo activate kung dili magamit ang tablet sulod sa pila ka minutes para dili magamit sa uban. So next is sa detective. So sa detective na diri ang report lost stolen tablet procedure. So kani kay mao ni ang ning procedure or step by step guide kung saan pag report kung mawala or makawat ang tablet. So next is tablet logon and access audit logs. So kanino kay mga rules o method sa pag login sa tablet and sa audit logs records or history sa activity sa tablet. So next is tablet alarm on field authentication. So kani is mao ni ang alarm or mo alert if nay gusto mag-open sa tablet or kanang magmali-mali ang password yang gibutang sa sa tablet, mo siya mo alarm or mo alert ni siya. So next is sa sa corrective. So nadiri ang lost stolen tablet. So kaning lost stolen tablet is mao ni ang mga detail step nga sundon if kung mawala ang or makawat ang tablet. So example kanang mga report, mga disable account. So mo na. So next ang remote wipe. So kaning remote wipe is usa ni feature na nga ma-delete sa tanan data or remotely. So next is remote locator. So kaning remote locator kani is makatrack og location sa tablet gamit ang GPS or internet. So next ang last is self destruction on 24 hours o no login. So kani is if walay mo login sa 24 hours is automatic nga mo mag-wipe or ma-reset ang tablet aron dili magamit sa uban. So note the cell brainstorming exercise uses a 3x3 table of security control function and types. Each cell is filled with a matching security control. Helps generate ideas for computation control. So while example of information security policies are provided in section 4.4 and appendix, organizations are encouraged to create policies tailored to their specific needs. This section offers guide on how such policies are usually developed. So next 4.3.1 organizational level policy. So organizational security policy are the foundation of information security. They define sensitive information, how to handle it. So example, data classification policy, and outline the rules and responsibilities of the information security function. Each of these policy are verified outlined below. So kaning organization policy are the function of information security that explain how to protect sensitive data, who is responsible and what control are needed. So na siya duha ka kay policies, maning data classification and handling policy. So it's key policy that explain what sensitive data means, the responsibility tied to it and the minimum security controls required for each classification. So kaning data classification and handling policy kay defines what sensitive data means, kinsay ang responsible and what control are needed. So next is data classification level. Define the category of data. Example internal use, only proprietary, confidentiality, restricted confidentiality, and provide example of type of data included in each level. So kaning data classification level is gina-organize data into types like confidentiality. So kaning confidentiality no is sensitive info ni siya, like kanang kan example kanang mga kan employee record. So mao na. So next is roles and responsibility in data classification. So information security officer develops policy and procedures for securing classified data. So kaning information security officer no or ISO no is mani ang siya ang naghimo og policy para ma-secure ang data. So next is data owner. So responsible for correctly classifying data. So kaning data owner is siya ang tag-iya sa data sa ang tag-iya sa data o responsible sa sa classify kung unsay level ang data. Example kanang manager nga nagbuot kung confidentiality ba or ang report. So next is data custodian. So implement appropriate control based on the classification. So kaning data custodian no, so kani siya ang nag-implement or siya. So kani siya ang nag-implement og security control based sa classification. So example ang kanang IT staff. Mao na siya. So next is ang data rules based on classification level. Each data classification must have specific rules for. So kani kay kaning marketing data must be labeled with sensitive label and handling instruction. So kaning marking no kay is ginalabel ang data kung unsa ka sensitive, like kang confidentiality or for internal use only ba siya. So next is handling guidelines on transportation, delivered, visibility and discussions. So kaning handling is rules kung giun sa pagdala or paghatod og istorya bahin sa sa data. So dapat secure ni siya ang ang handling. So next is transmission requirements for encryption and secure transmission. So kaning transmission is gina-required nga secure ang pagdala sa data and required pud ni siya na mogamit og encryption no para dili ma-intercept ang sa mga hackers. So next is processing. So approved device and environment for data use. So kaning processing no, so kani dapat ang data i-process and gamiton lang sa pag-upload sa nga device o sa secured na dapat sa secured na lugar. So storage is kani surely store data ning storage kaning physical and digital storage security measure. So next is disposition. So procedures for preserving, sanitizing, disposing or destroying data. So kan disposing, so kani mao ni ang pag-dispose sa data kung dili na gamiton i-delete or i-destroy na lang para dili makuha sa og balik. So next is the information security program policy is foundational documents that outlines the rules, responsibilities and control necessary to establish, manage and maintain our organization information security program. While the format may vary, it should cover key topics essential to program structure and effectiveness. So kaning information security program no kay mao ni ang main policy nga document nga nagset sa tanan framework kung unsaon pag-protect sa information sa organization. So next is rules and responsibilities. So the information security program policy shall clearly define the major roles and responsibilities in managing the program. So this includes the CISO, if applicable, the information security manager for each division, the incident response team, and other essential members of the security team. By assigned responsibilities, the organization ensure accountability and property coordination. So kaning roles and responsibility no is, so kani is kisay kan responsible nga sa pagmanage sa security program. So ang include ani is ang kaning CISO. So ang pasabot aning CISO is Chief Information Security Officer. So kani siya ang is pinaka leader sa information security. So next is information security policy. The policy should identify the information security PSPS that must be established and maintained. This serve as foundation for enforcing consistent practices and guiding the overall security framework of the data organization. So kaning information security policy is kani is guidelines siya or rules nga angay na sundon sa tanan or organization para ma-secure ang data. For example, kanang password policies. So mao na. So next is information system security plan. So information security plan. So kaning information security plan is unsaon protect sa mga information system. So next is information security risk management. So kaning information security risk management, the policy shall define control to conduct, document, and review information security risk assessments. So this ensure that risks within organization information system are regularly identified, measured, and managed to minimize threat. So kani information security risk management no is kani ang ni ang pag-process sa identify or assist og manage sa risk nga makadaot sa system. So next is security testing and monitoring. So the policy should also define control for conducting, documenting, and reviewing security testing and monitor activities. This ongoing process helps maintain system reliability, detect weakness, and strengthen the organization overall security posture. So kaning security testing kay kani is regular testing o monitoring sa security system. So next is 4.3.2 security program level policies. So once the core information security program in place, additional detailed policy must be developed to govern specific areas of the program such as incident response. So kaning incident response kay unsaon pag-handle kung naay cyber attack. So next is assist management. So kaning assist management is kinsa ra ang pwede makig-assist sa data system. So next is data protection. So kaning data protection pag secured sa sensitive data. So next is awareness and training. So kani kay pagtudlo sa empleyado unsa bantay sa security. So next is audit and compliance. So kani is pag-check sa kung nasunod ba ang security policy. So next is business continue and disaster recovery. So unsaon pag-recover sa pag-recover kung ma-down ang CAN system. So next, this define the minimum security control required and daily operation and security consistency across the organization. That's all. That's all my report.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm the next reporter and today I'm going to tackle the topic about incident response. The incident response policy defines how the organization prepares for, detects, responds to, and recovers from security incidents. Incident response is the organization's way of preparing and reacting to security problems or cyber incidents. It helps the company respond quickly, limit the damage, and recover safely. So, key components of incident response. First is incident response training. Specifies training requirements based on rules, covers essential topics, and define training frequency. So, employees are given training so they know exactly what to do during a security problem. Example, kinsa ilang tawagan unsay buhaton and unsaan nila pag-protect sa data. This makes sure everyone is ready and confident when an incident happens. Next is incident monitoring. Details the tools and method used for monitoring security events, specify roles involved, and level of automation required. So, incident monitoring is a continuous monitoring, help detect threats early. The company uses tools to observe the system and catch any unusual or suspicious activity before it becomes a big problem. Next is incident response plan. Requires formal documentation of processes, team structure, metrics, and incident categories. Act as the official guide during incident response operation. This part is a detailed and formal document that lists all the steps, the team structures, and actions to take during an incident. It serves as the official guide during emergencies. So in short, incident response helps an organization be ready, act fast, and recover properly from any security threat or cyber attack. The next topic is contingency planning policy. The contingency planning policy ensures the organization can continue operations and recover quickly after a disruption. The contingency planning policy focuses on keeping the organization running even after unexpected problems like system failures, disaster, or cyber attacks. It ensures quick recovery and continuity of operations. Key components of contingency planning policy. First is contingency plan. Must include recovery objectives like RTO, RPO, critical assets, and key content information. So, this includes the recovery objectives like how long it should take to recover, identifying important assets, and listing key contact person who can help in recovery. Next is training. Defines who must be trained on what topics and how often, ensuring preparedness across relevant roles. So, employee must be trained on what to do during a disruption so everyone knows the rules and can respond effectively. Next is testing. Testing requires regular testing of contingency plans, including scope, participation, and frequency of tests. So, regular testing of the contingency plan is important to see if it really works. Testing helps identify weaknesses and improve the plan. Next is alternative storage, processing, and telecommunications. Define backup requirements for system, data storage, processing, and communication infrastructure to ensure continuity in case of disruption. So this ensures that there are backup systems or alternative ways to store data, process information, or communicate if the main system fails. To ensure contingency planning, make sure the company can still operate and recover quickly even if something unexpected happens. So next is backup. The policy should define backup requirements for critical information systems to ensure data availability and continuity. So The policy requires that all important data and systems have a backup copy stored in safe location to make sure information is always available even if the main system fails. Next is recovery and constitution. Policy should specific requirements for recovery and reconstitution, including types of services and recovery objectives. So after a problem or disruption, the organization should have a clear recovery plan to bring everything back to normal operations. So this includes resorting services and meeting recovery objectives. Next is personal security controls. The policy should cover different security measures for employees. This policy focuses on protecting the organization through its employees. It ensures that only qualified and trustworthy people handle sensitive information or systems. Next is sensitive positions. Define roles considered sensitive and any extra personnel controls required. So the company identifies which roles require higher security check. For example, those with access to confidential data or system controls. Next is employee screening. State requirements for pre-employment screening such as background, reference, and credit check. The screening frequency and actions based on results. So before hiring, employees go through background check, reference check, and sometimes credit check to ensure they are reliable and trustworthy. Regular reviews may also be done to maintain safety and integrity. So these policies make sure that people and systems are both prepared and secure, keeping the organization safe, ready, and resilient at all times. So that's all for my part, everyone. The next topic will be discussed by the next reporter. Thank you.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm the next reporter. Let's proceed. Proceed na ta sa termination procedures. So, termination procedures. Defined processes for secure employee exit, including escort, account, service termination, and exit interview. So, diriya guys is nagapasabot siya nga ang isa ka employee or ang empleyado mo exit or kanang mo resign. So, na siya process nga ginasunod para ma-save ang company. So, gina-include riya una kining escort. So, bali escort siya sa gawas. Ikaduha, i-terminate or kining i-disable lang iyang account o access sa system para dili na niya magamit. And ang ikatulo, kining exit interview. So, para po daw para ma-record kung unsang iyang experience sa company or ma-check kung na ba siya nahibawan nga sensitive informations nga dapat i-secure and kanang ma-remind siya nga obligated siya to keep the confidential information. So the next is sanctions. Establish sanctions and processes to enforce compliance with security and privacy policies. So kining sanctions is mao siya kaning murag disciplinary actions gani or kanang mga punishment kung naay isa ka empleyado nga dili gani mosulod sa company rules ngana, like example kung naay nag-access of confidential data without permission ngana or kanang nag-download of kanang illegal files gamit ng company computers or kanang dira dapat nado sila penalty. So next, proceed ta sa the main policy is the acceptable use policy or kaning EUP, which tell user the expectative and limits in using organizational computing resources. It must focus on both content and organizations of content. So diriya is nagapasabot siya nga ang main policy sa user security kay ang EUP. So kani nga policy is naghatag siya clear o kining clear nga rules ba o kining boundaries nga kung unsa lang ang pwede o dili pwede buhaton ana. Bali sa mga sa mga employees kung magamit sila sa company computers nga na o sa internet o ang system resources ana. So bali mo na siya kining guidebook gani bali mo na siya guidebook sa users para dili nila dili na gusto ng resources sa company. So diriya is napoy duha ka di ba na nakabutang na focus on both content and organizations of content. So kining content is kanang bali unsay sulod sa policy like kanang mga prohibited activities na for example kanang mga unauthorized access, mga illegal downloads or kanang paggamit sa malware. So kini pong isa kini organizations of content like bali siya kanang unsaon pag structure sa policy ba para mas clear o kanang dali ra masabtan na dali ra nila masabot usually kanang sa nagabasa sa mga employee. So usually kaning naka-categorize para naka-categorize siya by type of resource or kanang by role gani sa users. Kung naay part nga need per month sa employee, so bali mo na siya as a sign of agreement na siya. So next the AOP governs how users are allowed to interact with organizational systems and resources. So kiniya is bali mo na siyang naga-control or naga-set of rules kung saan sa users ang pag-interact or paggamit sa company system o kining resources. So dili siya optional kay kung wala EUP kasi maabuso nila like maabuso ang paggamit sa mga computers sa internet o files sa organizations sa maabuso ang company resources nga. So next is purpose set expectations and boundaries for user behavior and prevent misuse of resources and protect organizational data. So kining sets expectations and boundaries for user behavior is nagapasabot nga sa user para nagapasabot siya sa ng behavior sa users mga gina-limit or gina-guide para ma-aware sila kung unsa ang pwede o dili pwede buhaton. So next prevent misuse of resources para dili nila magamit ang system sa illegal downloads, personal business or kanang mga unauthorized access na. So next protects organizational data para ma-secure ang confidential files of sensitive information sa company. So let's proceed sa key elements of an AOP. First, content. Prohibited activities, like example, unauthorized access, illegal downloads, kana sila. So diri is naadaw diri ang list of prohibited activities. Like example, kanang dili ka pwede mag unauthorized access or dili po ka pwede mag-download of illegal movies or kanang software o kanang bawal ka mag-install og software nga walay approval. So next, kining responsibilities. Example, kining reporting incidents, safeguarding credentials. So dapat ang diri is dapat ang employee is kabalo sila nga trabaho nila to report security incidents and to protect their passwords or credentials. Next, kining use of devices, email, internet, and social media. So diri is ang policy nagaingon nga kung magamit ka sa devices, kining email, internet, or social media sa company, So dapat proper and responsible. So dili nimo gamiton for illegal or personal abuse. So dapat napod kay privacy expectations. So meaning kanang ang company gani pwede sila mo monitor sa imong usage para sure sila nga dili nimo gamiton sa di maayo. So next kini privacy expectation. Example, monitoring policies. So diri ay nagapasabot nga ang user dapat aware nga pwede ma-monitor ang ilang actions kung gamit sila sa company computers, like pag-open sa websites or paggamit sa mga internet, sa internet. So dili siya full privacy no, kay ang purpose man ani is to keep the system safe and make sure nga wala gani abuso sa rules So next, ang organizational of content, clear and understandable structure. So monitor gayon na. Meaning ani isang policy daw is dapat clear o kanang dali ra sabton, dali ra mabasa ba. And para dili malibog ang mga users, ang mga employees. And kining the EUP should have a simple and organized format daw para dali makita ang important parts like sa rules, responsibilities, and the consequences. So next, kini categorized by resource type or user rule. Includes acknowledgement sections for user signature. So dariya is kanang nagapasabot yan dariya ang kaning EUP is kanang naka-organize na based sa type sa resources or sa rules sa user. Like for example lang niya kining example na sa schools. So bali lahi ang rules sa students, sa teachers or sa staffs So diri na po siya acknowledgement section para pirmahan sa user or as a proof nga nabasa gani og kanang sabot nila ang policy. So next, let's proceed na sa EUP contents. So EUP contents. When developing an EUP, the important to ensure the policy statement align with applicable legal, regulatory, and organizational requirements. While many regulations may the existence of an EUP, they often leave the actual content flexible, still some standards do provide guidance. So here's sa EUP content is nagapasabot siya kung mahimo ang EUP nga dapat ang mga statement is kanang tama gani, sakto ba, kanang legal and musunod sa rules sa organization. So ang uban nga laws is naga-require sila every organization to have an EUP pero wala sila specific format. So the company kay pwede sa mag-adjust sa content based sa ilang needs, based on their needs. Pero nagya po'y uban standards nga nagahatag o guide kung unsa dapat i-include sa policy para uniform gani and klaro, clear ang pag-implement sa rules. So next, dito sa K regulatory sources influencing EUP content NIST SP 853 requires signed access agreements, prohibit unauthorized software and installations or use PCI DSS payment card industry data security standards requires signed access agreements for personal handling cardholder data. So dariya is ang mga regulatory sources is nag-guide sila nagaguide sila kung sa dapat ang nasa kanang EUP. Bale kaning example kini sa NIST SP 800-53. So kana sila is naga-required sila nga ang employees is mosign og access agreement nga as a proof nga nisabot na ni sila sa rules. O kaning pwede o dili sila pwede mag-install or gamit og software nga wala gi-approve sa company. So another example ay kaning PCI DSS or Payment Card Industry Data Security Standards. So diriya is kining para ni siya sa mga tao nga nagahandle gani og credit card or payment data. Bali need po nila mo sign og access agreement para siguro nila nga aware sila og kanang mosunod sila sa security rules, like kaning regulations is naga-make sure sila nga ang AUP is clear, legal, and focus gani sa protection sa company o also kanang sa customer data nila. And then next, let's proceed sa HIPAA security rule. Mandates sanctions for user who violate acceptable use standards. So diriya kani nga rule is naga-focus siya sa protection sa health information. So bali usa siya sa requirements kay dapat ang organizations is naay sanctions or kanang punishment gani para sa employee or users nga naga-violate sa acceptable use standards. So meaning kanang kung ang empleyado is dili sila mosunod sa AUP, like ginalik nila ang patient information, mag-access sila sa data nga wala sa kanila sila authority, and or mag-share of confidential health mga records gani sa gawas, and dapat na sila na sila clear nga consequences. So ang sanctions ani is pwede magsugod sa simple warning letter na sunod sa suspension na hangtod termination sila sa trabaho nila. So depende ni siya sa unsa ka grabe na violation sa gibuhat sa users o employee. So kining HIPAA security rules is na nagasiguro sila nga ang tanan nga nagahandle og health data responsible kay kon sila ang nagahandle og health data is responsible sila, careful, o accountable. So it protects both the organization and patients kay klaro nga naay punishment kung violate sa rules. So next is mao ni siya ang last topic nako kining state laws. So state laws is may prohibited activities such as tampering with system or hardware operations, circumventing security controls, unauthorized access, disclosure of sensitive data, and accesses or using inappropriate methods. So nagapasabot ng state laws is naga-set sila og rules para ma-protect ang system of data. Usually bawal ang mga activities nga makaguba or makadatin sa company or sa users. Like example diri is kanang dili pwede mag tampering with system or hardware, like kanang sabon gani or pagdamage sa computer without kanang permission. And also kaning bawal pud ang spreading malware kanang sa viruses or harmful na nga software o ang kini disrupting system operations. Morning kanang mag-hack sila or mag-crash sila sa system. And also dili pud allowed ang circumventing security controls. Balik siya kay pag bypass sa password or firewall o kining unauthorized access or disclosure of sensitive data. Bali kini siya is kanang pagtanaw gani or kanang pag-share sa confidential info nga dili gani imuha ana. And also appeal pod ang accessing or using inappropriate material like gamit sa company network or kanang sa mga devices. So kining state clause is nagaingon siya nga kung buhaton nimo ni nga mga actions, pwede ka ma-penalize or kanang makasuhan gani ka kay considered siya illegal or kanang harmful. So that's all. Mora na ako ang akong topic.
Good day everyone, I am Diana Jane Tugubay and I am the last reporter of Group 4. My topic is System and Control Policies. The System and Control Policies are the most detailed in information security policy set and are updated most often since they deal directly with changing technology. This policy usually covers areas such as network security, identification and authentication, access control, and system security audit. So, mono siyang mga rules o guidance para ma-keep safe ang computer system like network security, access control, ag system check. So, example, ang IT team always nag-update sa security rules para dili ma-hack or ma-virusan ang system. So, and control policies. First is ang network security. Is the practice of protecting computer networks and data from unauthorized access, misuse, or cyber attacks. The network security policy can take on many forms, but the basic structure should address the following step. So, ang network security, muna siya ang protection sa internet and network connection para di ma-hack or ma-virusan. So, example, ang school nagbutang og firewall para walay hacker makasulod sa Wi-Fi. Next is architectural controls. Define secure network designs like boundary protection, DMZ, implementation, and firewall settings. So, ang architectural controls, mo siya ang design plan para mas strong o safe ang network gamit ang firewall, routers, or other protection. So, example, ang IT team nag-separate og firewall between internal and external network. Next is server controls, defines minimum secure functions and secure service configurations. So, muna siya ang server controls, muna siya ang ways to protect the server like updates, backups, and virus scan. For example, ang hospital always nag-update sa server para safe ang patient records. Next is ang service control, denial of service protection, cryptographic services, secure transmission, protection of information at rest. So, ang service controls, mo siya ang system to protect computer servers like encryption, secure data, transmission, o defense against attacks. Example, ang bank ga-encrypt sa customer info para dili makuha sa hacker. Next is identification and authentication. Unique identification authentication types, multifactor authentication, device identification, identifier management, authenticator management. Ang identification and authentication mo siyang login system gamit sa username, password, or even code or fingerprint para ma-verify sa user. For example, si Maria mag-login gamit o password o verification code from her phone. Next, access control, access enforcement, operational procedures, list privilege, system use certification, session lock, access restriction, remote, wireless, mobile. So, ang access control, muna siyang rules kung kinsa lang ang pwede maka-access sa certain files or info. So, example, ang HR lang ang maka-view sa employee salaries. Next, system security audit, required audit events, event contents, record storage, record review, report generation, timestamp, granularly, protection of audit records. So, ang system security audit, mo na siya ang regular check sa system kung naabay hacking attempts or errors. So, example, nakakita sa auditor nga naay unauthorized login. Next, 4.4 policy document examples. Information security policy should be organization specific, reflecting mission, threats, regulation, and culture. Example policies in Appendix A are based on those from the State of Arizona Department of Administration. Information security policies for all departments within the state are based on the Arizona Department of Administration Security and Privacy Project. The framework used in NIST Special Publication 853. Additional regulations and standards include PCI DSS, HIPAA Security Rule, and IRS Publication 1075. Policies include references to enhance visibility. The protected system required indicator P, system storing, processing, or transmitting sensitive information are labeled as protected P. Denotes requirements for protected system only. So, source reference, each requirements ends with reference to its originating regulations or standards. Multiple sources may apply. The example policy set contains 17 policies based on the FISMA framework. They are the group into security management, technical, operational, and privacy policies. Only the policy purpose and scope are included. Front and back matter are omitted. In Arizona, state organizations are called budget units, which includes departments, bureaus, and commissions. The policy set was originally based on NIST 853 Rev 3 but updated to Rev 4 during the project. And scope are included. Front and back matter omitted. So, like policy document examples are about how company or organizations create their own info security rules para safe ilang data. They just can't copy others kay every org has different system and risk. The sample policy came from the Arizona's Department of Administrations, and they follow legit standards like NIST, HIPAA, and PCI DSS para sure na secure ang data. So, if a system is marked as a P, it means protected system. Like mas sensitive ang info and needs stronger security. Each rule also has a source reference, so you know kung asa siya gikan. And then they have around 17 policies divided into management, technical, operational, privacy area. So dili lang computers but also people and processes. Basically, this example shows how being organized and updated with a policy keeps info safe from the hackers and leaks. And lastly, the table 4.3, example information security policy set. So, security management policies, kano siya na part kay about sa pag-manage sa security sa company para organize and safe ang mga system o data. So, first, ang P8110 data classification. This one kay about pag-label sa data kung sa ka private or public. Example, payroll data kay confidential, pero website info kay public. Kaduha, P8120 information security programs. Mura rin siya overall plan sa company para mag-secure ang tanan. Example, mag-training og monthly audit ang IT team para sure safe. Katulo, P8130 system security acquisition. So before mo buy or install og system, i-check kung safe ba or legit. So example, dili mag-download og apps gikan sa mga kuana sites. Number 4, P8210 Security Awareness Training. Training ni siya for employees para makabalo sila unsay buhaton kung naay threats. Example, don't click random emails links. Kalima, P8220 System Security Maintenance. Muna siya maintenance sa phone pero sa system ni. So example, change password regularly and update software. 6, P8230 Contingency Planning. Dislike your backup plan kung mag-crash or ma-hack ang system. So example na ay backup server is in case mawala ang data. Number 7, 8240 Incident Response Training. If something bad happens, kani nga policy mo guide unsay buhaton. Example, IT team handles it ASAP. Dili magpanik. 8, P8250 Media Protection. Ginaprotektahan ang storage devices like USBs and hard drives. Example, encrypt files para dili dali ma-open if mawala. Number 9, P8260 Physical Security Protection. Dili lang sa computer, apil po niya sa building. Example, server room kay nakalock og na CCTV. Number 10, P8270 Personal Security Protection. Ensure nga trusted ang mga employees nga mo-handle og data. Example, background check before hiring. 11, P8280 acceptable use. Muna siya ang rules na paggamit sa company. That example, don't use office Wi-Fi for TikTok or Netflix. So next is security technical policies. Kani kay mas technician aside, mura siya pang IT na department niya. It's all about system data and protection tools. First is P8310 data classification technical. Encrypt data og limit access depende sa rules sa tao. Example, payroll, only HR can open. Next is P8320 information security programs and technical includes firewalls, antivirus, ug monitoring. Example, IT uses system checks to block hackers. Next is P8330 system security acquisition and technical. I-test sa una ang new software before gamiton. So example, try its safe environment first. Sunod kay P8340 data classification advanced. Mas strict para sa sensitive system like finance or healthcare. Example, finance data kay mo na siya ang top secret mode. Next kay P8350 information security programs support, always improve and update ang programs. Example, recheck clearly and ang system security. So next is privacy policy. Muna siya, ga-focus din siya sa protection sa personal o private data sa mga users and employees. So P8410 system privacy, muna siya ga-make sure nga dili malik or ma-share ang private info. Example, hospitals encrypt patient data so doctors na makakita. So in summary, management policy para sa planning and people side. Ang technical policies para sa IT o system side. Ang privacy policy, muna siya ang personal data to protection. In short, dapat updated, careful, and responsible ka sa technology kay one mahack by data gibtanan. And that's all. Thank you po.